Good evening, welcome. I'm Matt Beckingham. It's great to be with you this evening for this rehearsal of the National Methodist Choir of Great Britain. So welcome. Really good to have you with us. So let's welcome those folks who are joining us on Zoom. So here they come. Wonderful. Folks gathering together. Well, I hope you've all had a good couple of weeks since I last saw you. I'm really looking forward to our work this evening. Let's put my phone on mute there. So this evening we're going to focus on All Will Be Well. Away in a Manger is coming. I'm so sorry, everyone. So Away in a Manger, with the deadline for that, so you know these dates, is now looking at the 12th of December. Ready to get it out on the 18th. So I'm going to have a lovely, a fun week on the week of the 13th. So that's the intention there. So just invite a couple more folks in. So that's the Sunday 12th, the end of that day, and then with the view of then getting it on the 18th. So the videos are ready to go. So at the end of tomorrow is my intention to get that up, and I'll drop you an email when all the run through stuff and ready. So I know you've all been waiting so incredibly patiently for that. So thank you. So hopefully that gives you a good, just shy of a couple of weeks, isn't it, to do that. So I hope that works out okay, and then we'll have it out just in the run up to Christmas. I'll share that all in an email as well. So this evening, though, we're going to focus on, as I mentioned, All Will Be Well, this piece by Will Todd. And I think we'll also have a little look at Amazing Grace as well, which we will concentrate on more in after Christmas. In terms of our rehearsals, we're obviously meeting this evening. And then I think we'd got booked in to have a bit of a carol sing and have a nice Christmas sing together. And we'll also have a little review of some of our old favourites as well. So that's the intention coming up. So why don't we get ourselves warmed up? Hopefully you can all hear me okay and hear the piano. So I'd just like to encourage you to sit well, think about really being tall, think about the strength through the back. I find that my head tends to lean slightly to one side, so you just have to really concentrate on trying to align that. And I'd just like to start with a nice hum. We're going to open up into an or. So we'll start with a hum, and then open into an or. So it now sounds like this. Think in two directions during the or. So that's to say, we've got through the buzzy hum, we'll be feeling all the resonance in our face, and hopefully feeling that through there. But then as we go into the or, which naturally resonates in the chest, I want you to think about the lovely vibrations and buzz you're still getting in the head there. So we're really thinking about resonance in lots of different directions through that. So let's go back down to E major again, and just do that once more. Okay, let's just stop there. That there for a moment. Let's just sing this little pattern. Second half. Third half. We'll just stop there for a minute. And of course it continues. Let's go right from the very, very beginning. Lovely. What I'd like to do is to try see how far we can get on a single breath through. So breathe whenever you need to, but I'd like you to preserve your breath. Really think about drinking the sound in all the way through. So we're letting out as little breath as we can. You have loads of breath left. Wasn't sure if I'd make it. Let's try that together then. Lovely. And so that sense of kind of looking after the breath is certainly something we want to think about during All Will Be Well. We've kind of really got to take care of the breath as we go through it. So let's dive straight into All Will Be Well. Okay, so so you'll remember here, right at the very beginning, sopranos and altos, you come in this little moment where you kind of got this bell-like toll. That lovely major seventh ringing out. There's a bloom that never fades. And really finding that first note, first three pitches there. What I'd encourage you to do is, as you hear the bell ringing out, is sing it 3 times in your head before. There's a bloom, there's a bloom, there's a bloom. So it's really well placed in the mind. So there's no hint of splashiness at that moment. And we get the same picture here, but it's much more straightforward because we've already sing it once. As we go over the page, you get the same idea again, but here there's no comma after me, and because Will Todd's so kind, he always often writes in where our breath is going to be with the rest. And so we do breathe after fades, do breathe after stays, but then carries me, no breath through there. Beautiful legato. Carries me through all my days. And that's the phrase where we'll have to really look after the breath to get right through to the end. So why don't we just try that together? I'll do that with the recording though. Sopranos and altos. Good. So, at which point, the tenors and braces join us in this unison melody. So I will bring a shining light, a story new to tell. Okay, on the wrong screen. In the end all things shall pass, and all will be well. All will be well. So as we arrive here, we get bar 19, really thinking of sustaining all the way through to the third beat of bar 20. And that quaver rest wants to be a good, short, sharp breath in. Well, all will be well. So it's the impetus to then carry on. So really feel the breath's almost percussive, although we don't really want to hear a gaspy breath in. But it should feel like a percussive movement into the all will be well. Okay. So let's just try it together then from So I Will Bring. I'll just rewind the track a little bit to get us into that. So I will bring a shining light, a story new to tell. In the end, all things shall pass, and all will be well. All will be well. All will be well. All will be well. Okie dokie. Right. Excellent. I'm just going to try all of that section again. But I just like to try this, always thinking of that this wants to sound hopeful all the way through. It can, if we're not careful, it can come across a little morose. But we really want it to have that lovely sense of hope through it. There's a bloom that never fades. So just give it a go. Think hope all the way through. I'm sure we'll get the exact quality that we need through there. We can really help bring that across, and words like shining. So I will bring a shining light with a sh. Something makes that sound like it's shining. A story new to tell. Oh yeah. Being from the north of England, I'd ordinarily say pass, but we'll sing that with a nice round pass. In the end, all things shall pass, and all will be well. There was one other moment I was just going to mention. Oh yeah, and that was it. Things shall pass, and all. Just ensure that we're singing on the vowel and not the consonant. So that's to say, rather than and all, but and all. So really see the vowel through there. Right, that was a lot of technical talk. So let's walk the walk. We'll go right back to the very beginning here. So all those technical things, plus that thought of hope all the way through. Bum, 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 bum.
There's the bloom that never fades. There's the dream that stays. There's the hope which carries me all my days. So I believe a shining light, a story new to tell. In the end, all things shall pass, and all will be well.
Breath with impetus.
All will be well. All will be well. All will be well. I am here beside you. I am holding you. I believe the hand of love in
Let's just stop there for a moment. Just line this up for now. Okay. So our harmony moment here at bar 27. Sopranos are on the tune as earlier. Altos, tenors and basses. And basses, we will split here, tenors and basses. So it's marked as a baritone part. So it's kind of optionally we could sing this as 3-part, but we'll sing the 4-part version when we're given the option. So tenors reading the upper notes and basses reading the lower Q notes. So let's start from the bottom up. Basses. It says a little low for me, but I am here beside you. I am holding you. I will be the hand of love in all you do. So then off it goes. Okay. As you notice, this great big crescendo, and that's for everybody at bar 34 and 35, really growing through that. Tenors. I am here. I'll play the bass part and I'll sing the tenor part. 2, 3. I am here beside you. I am holding you. I will be the hand of love in all you do. Okay. And finally, altos. I'll sing the alto part an octave lower than writ, but I'll play the tenor and bass part too. So altos down there. I am here. 3. I am here beside you. that's it. Let's try that all together then. So sopranos, you were as you were before. So this should be around this moment that you can see on the screen. Sorry to stop you there. Okay, so let's have a look here. So this is going into bar 36. Sopranos, let's have a your part first. So I will bring a shining light, a story new to tell. In the end, and here comes the change, all things shall pass, and all will be well. So, and then off we go on the new idea there. Let's do that once together, shall we? So going into 36. So I, 2, 3, and so I will bring a shining light, a story new to tell. In the end, all things shall pass, and all come on to that in a minute. Tenors and basses. Let's look at your part and then I'll come to you in a moment. So I will bring a shining light, a story new to tell. Shall pass, and all will be well. And a good long full note there. Now let's do the same thing again, but this time when it splits I'll join the basses. So I, 2, 3, and so I will bring a shining light, a story new to tell. In the end, all things shall pass, and all will be well. if you've got a little more voice than me down there, you might get the crescendo out as well. Just notice here, tenors and basses, our basses do go down to the G flat on B, on the word B, and tenors remain on the A flat on the word B as well. So you've just got the difference in your change in that bar. Okay, and that is right. Altos. So going into bar 36, so I will bring so I 2 3 and so I will bring a shining light, a story new to tell. In the end all things shall pass, and all will be well. Okay. Let's try that all together. Hopefully I'm found somewhere close to that. Just go back a little bit then to here at bar 45. So sopranos. So I will bring a shining light, a story new to tell. In the end all things shall pass, and all will be well. All will be well. Okay. Altos. You have so I will bring a shining light, a story new to tell. In the end all things shall pass, and all will be well. All will be well. Tenors. I'll play both the tenor and bass part, but I'll sing the tenor part this first time through. So I will bring, really leaning into beat 2 whenever we get these suspensions. 2, 3, and so I will bring a shining light, a story new to tell. In the end all things shall pass, let's do the same thing again. This time I'll sing with the basses when it splits. So I, 2, 3, and so I will bring a shining light, a story new to tell. In the end, all things shall pass, and all will be well. All will be well. Okay. For everyone, when we get that and, let's try and particularly as we were being so light and gentle with it, it's easy for an H to appear. Things shall pass, and all, but we don't really want to sing hand there. So, and all, just a nice gentle glottal at the very beginning. And all will be well. By that I mean, it's a bit like the old Teletubbies. Well, I can't remember which Teletubby it is. It's probably all of them. I don't know. With the oh, and that feeling of opening at the back. Oh, 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 oh. And all will be well. And you might like to practice in your own time. That you can open it really slowly, and you feel that kind of gravelly noise at the back. And as you open it very gradually, and that just helps us get really aware of where it's the mechanics of what's happening, and all, just kind of a delicate little touch there. Let's try on that note. Let's try just going into bar 45. So here's a little run into it. Same thing here without the H. Okay, so let's just look at the final 5 bars also. All will be well for sopranos. All will be well. So I'd encourage you to sing the all will be already as if you've placed the voice ready for that B flat, the higher note. All will be well. So we can really drink in the well. Kind of sotto voce there, off the voice. Altos. All will be well. Notice your B note coming up. All will be well. That was to be a really good full tone there as you step up. All will be well. Okay. For tenors and basses, all will be well. All will be everyone, I'll just kind of pull up a little bit on B. So you'll find the B is just that little fraction longer than the all will. All will be well. Through there. Let's try. In fact, we'll just go back. We'll do that all in context, I think. And go from, so I will bring a shining light. So this is just going into... There's one final thing, just to mention this final section. As you'll notice, the forte is marked here at bar 45. So I will bring a shining light, still forte, a story new to tell. Diminuendo is only marked here at bar 48. And of course, that's an instruction for the future. So it only starts to get quieter by the second half beat or so, and then begins to get softer. And it's really lovely if we can sustain that forte, and it gives it much more strength and power for the kind of repetition of text. So I will bring a shining light, a story new to tell, and then away. Okay, but it's only dropping to mezzo forte, so it doesn't want to go too far. And then you can pull away further from there. So you'll notice on the recording it kind of disappears somewhere around here. But let Will keep that going. Right, let's try and run the whole thing. Okay, here we go. Beautiful, lovely, lovely. Well, I hope you like that. I think it's just really delicious. Excellent. Okay, well, let's change gears slightly and have a look at Amazing Grace. Started already. Tens and basses. Let's have a look at your part first here. Bar going into bar 5. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. Now, tenors and basses. This sits in a really comfortable part of our range. It kind of sits right in the middle of a baritone range here, and so it's really easy for us to for this to become too loud. So really do keep it that good and soft. It's marked meant to a piano, but I'd really read that as at least 1p. Amen. Because the poor old, well, particularly the poor old sopranos who are down here with the altos. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. All the way down there, which could be quite hard work for some sopranos. So two things there. Primarily, tenors and basses keep it light so we can balance against the sopranos and altos. For sopranos, don't work too hard on the bottom A. You can hurt yourself trying to sing too loudly, too low. Just keep it really, really light if you're finding that sitting at the bottom end of your range. And indeed, feel free if as necessary. Amazing grace, and just do what you can as is appropriate for you through that. Similarly, it drops quite low here. Now I'm found, was blind, but now I see. Just a few little moments where we've got this little change of rhythm as we've gone into 4. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. So notice how short the is and how early the sound becomes. How sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. So let's try this together from the beginning.
Saved a wretch like me.
Let's have a look then. A few of these moments. So going back to bar 13. Just notice the sopranos, as you've had your key sopranos and altos. So as you've had your key change there, you preempt it good and early. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace. So really good long "twas" there, please. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear. Oh yeah, a little split here for altos. And grace my fears relieved. How precious! It's only a few notes of harmony, but then altos you get the lovely suspensions again. And grace my fears relieved. Or at least the movement with the harmonies through there. Tenors and basses you then join going to bar 17. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed my chains are gone. Okay, and we'll come on to that in a moment. Before that, though, sopranos and altos going into bar 17. Let's read this together. I'll sing the soprano part and I'll play both parts. 2, 3. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed my chains are gone. Okay. Tenors and basses. Let's just carry on into bar 21. I'll sing the tenor part and I'll play both parts. My chains are gone, I've been set free. My God, my Saviour ransomed me, and like a flood His mercy reigns. Unending love, amazing grace. Sopranos and altos. Let's do the same moment going into bar 21. I'll sing the alto part, but I'll play both parts. 2 and my chains are gone, I've been set free. My God, my Saviour ransomed me, and like a flood His mercy reigns. Unending love, amazing grace. Let's try that all together. Let's see if we can find some.
How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed my chains are gone, I've been set free. My God, my Savior, and
great. Let's go right back to the very beginning and just put all that into context so far.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
I'm so sorry. Let's do that again. Can you tell I'd got the track still highlighted, which is why when I tried to go to the next page, it stopped the music rather than turning the page. I'm sorry about that.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to feel, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. My chains are gone, I've been set free. My God, my Savior, ransomed me. And like a flood, His mercy reigns. Unending love, amazing grace. The Lord has promised good to me. His word my hope secures. He will my shield and portion be, as long as life endures. My chains are gone, I've been set free. My God, my Savior, ransomed me. And like a flood, His mercy reigns. Unending love, amazing grace. My chains are gone, I've been set free. My God, my Savior, ransomed me. And like a flood, His mercy reigns. Unending love, amazing grace. The earth shall soon dissolve my snow. The sun will cease to shine. But God who called me here below will be forever mine. Will be forever mine. You
Lovely, well done, well done. Excellent. Well, hopefully that's been useful this evening. It's been lovely to see you. As I say, just to repeat, thanks again for your patience with the Rain and Manger. I'm sorry I've kept you waiting, everyone. So the 12th of December, with the view of getting, so then I'll get it out on the 18th. So that's the
Will the run-through tracks be on the website, Matt?
Yeah, exactly. So,
I wasn't here at the beginning, so
no. Yeah, no, you're quite right to ask. So tomorrow, they'll go up, and I will send an email out with that as well. So so that's the 12th, ready for it to go out on the 18th, in the run up. So why don't we? Oh, how festive do you want us to get dressed? Good question. As festive as you find appropriate. How's that? Is that sufficiently vague? So, yeah, I'm quite happy as to how festive you might like to make that. So why don't we close by sharing the grace together. So, may the grace of
Lord Jesus Christ,
And
the love of God, and the fellowship of the Holy Spirit be with us all, evermore. Amen.
Thanks, everyone. God bless.
Bye.
Bye.